meeting to order. I hope everybody had a good Christmas holiday break. We all need it sometimes. Would you like to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all and welcome this morning. It used to say this morning instead of this evening. Today at least. And we will do a roll call.
Mr. Douglas.
Here.
Mr. Duquette.
Here.
Mr. Bruno is absent. Mr. Duquette.
Yes.
Mr. Irwin.
Yes.
Mr. Randall.
Yes.
And Mr. Bruno is excused.
Next group of items have to do with reappointments or appointments pending either to the zoning board or the planning board. So we'll take them in the order they appear on the agenda. Item number 10. Ask for a motion. Calling for resolution and discussion of reappointment of.
I'll make the motion.
A resolution approving the reappointment of James Falvo to the Town Zoning Board of Appeals as chairman, whereas at a meeting held on December 18th, 2024, the Peru Town Zoning Board of Appeals was recommended that James Falvo be reappointed to fill the Town Zoning Board of Appeals chairman seat between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2025. Therefore, be it resolved that the Peru Town Board agrees with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and reappoints James Falvo to complete the term of chairman for 1 year period, January 1, 2025 through December 31, 2025. Be it resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Discussion? If not, glad he's going to do it. Call the vote.
Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Duquette.
Yes.
Mr. Bruno is excused. Mr. Irwin.
Yes.
And Mr. Randall.
Yes. Thanks. Number 11. Similar sense involves the reappointment of Jane Francis Coney as vice chairman of the zoning board of appeals. Ask for a motion in support of the resolution. Discussion.
A resolution approving the reappointment of James Francis Coney to the Town of Peru Zoning Board of Appeals as vice chairman, whereas at a meeting held on December 18th, 2024, the Peru Town Zoning Board of Appeals has recommended that James Francis Coney be reappointed to fill the Town Zoning Board of Appeals vice chairman seat between January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025. Therefore, be it resolved that the Peru Town Board agrees with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and reappoints James Francis Coney to complete the term of vice chairman for the 1 year period, January 1, 2025 through December 31, 2025. Be it resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Duquette.
Yes.
Mr. Bruno is excused. And Mr. Irwin.
Yes.
Mr. Randall.
Yes, with our thanks and appreciation. Bob?
Just a point of clarification, it says reappoint. Mr. Lucas was the previous, so actually Francis Coney is being appointed. That's all. I'm sorry.
I think as long as that's everybody's understanding, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Item number 12 on the agenda. I ask for a motion to support a resolution and discussion concerning the appointment of Lucas Tucker as a member of the zoning board of appeals. Mike, Eric? Jim seconds.
I've got 12 as 7.
Yeah.
accept the resignation of Sean Lucas.
Right.
13.
I've got 12 is also Tucker.
I think we're just missing that from the agenda.
Sorry.
So just a motion to amend the agenda to add 12A as the resignation of Sean Lucas. If no one wants to make that motion.
Yep, I made that motion.
Perfect.
12A, correct?
12A, yeah. So you want to second that? All right, a resolution accepting the resignation of Sean Lucas from the town of Peru Zoning Board of Appeals effective December 18, 2024, whereas the town of Peru Zoning Board of Appeals has recommended that the town board accept Sean Lucas's resignation offered December 18, 2024, therefore be it resolved, the Peru Town Board sadly agrees with the recommendation of the town of Peru Zoning Board of Appeals to accept Sean Lucas's resignation and thanks him for his unwavering dedication and past service to the town of Peru. His resignation will be effective December 18, 2024, be it resolved, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Duca?
Yes.
Mr. Bruno is excused. Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
And Mr. Randall.
Yes.
Bob, you're going to make sure this was aye.
With appreciation for his service.
I talked, I'm sorry, no, I talked to Mr. Randall about getting a letter of appreciation. Sean's been an outstanding member of the board for a long time. Nice guy. He's just, for those that don't know, he's the engineer that runs for Casella's landfill, but he's got a bunch of other responsibilities. I think he said he was recently appointed to the CDPH board or something, and he's just got a lot going on, so. Yeah, Greg and I would get a letter out to him, appreciation, for sure.
Great guy, a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, he was, very smart.
Because he can give some birds too if you ever catch him.
10 bucks a pound.
Okay, now we'll take up the ask for motion in support of item number 12 on the agenda, which does involve the appointment of Lucas Hooker to be replacing Sean as a member of the zoning board of appeals.
Mayor.
Second.
I'll second.
A resolution approving the appointment of Lucas Tucker to the town of Peru Zoning Board of Appeals as a member, whereas at a meeting held on December 18, 2024, the Peru Town Zoning Board of Appeals has recommended that Lucas Tucker be reappointed to fill the Town Zoning Board of Appeals member seat beginning January 1, 2025 through December 31, 2031. Therefore be resolved, the Peru Town Board agrees with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and is appoints or reappoints. Is he on the board now?
Boy,
All right, so
he's an alternate.
okay. So appoints Lucas Tucker as a full member of the board to complete the term of member for the 7-year period of January 1, 2025 through December 31, 2031, and be resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Duca?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Randall?
Yes.
And Mr. Bruno is excused.
The next item, I'm going to stop reading numbers because
Sorry.
they're all just enough to confuse us a little.
Well, I redid the agenda, but printed the wrong one, so.
No problem. The next item we have is a letter addressed to the board. And that's where it's discussion and motion. Letter states, your board members, at their last meeting on Wednesday, December 11, 2024, the planning board voted to keep their officers as current until more board members are present to vote. There were 4 board members absent at this meeting. This letter is dated December 23rd, 2024, and it's signed by Christine Crawford as code officer. Ask for a motion.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Any comments, Bob?
So, there was a lot going on at that meeting for some of the members that couldn't attend. There was Christmas parties, there was some training classes people took. We're still waiting to hear from Mr. Davies as to see if he's got his release yet. Ryan was as the vice chairman and as everyone probably knows, he left the job at the Clinton County Health Department to go work for the Interstate DOT, and he's waiting, he said he was gonna apply for a release to see if they would allow him to do this. I haven't heard from him, so I'll put kind of in here.
We have an alternate still, right?
Yeah, we're full, we have a full board, we would still like to seek an alternate for each of the boards, because again, we don't know if we're gonna lose Mr. Davis.
No further discussion on that matter. We'll, yes, we're both supporting the motion.
Almost like.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Good enough. The next group of items we have on the agenda are the year-end budget adjustments to bring budget line items into a balanced state. Start with first item in line items. Line item transfers from general fund 2024. And we have a sheet in your binder, which should appear as such. Basically covers each one of the line items we're talking about. Pam, do you want to comment on this?
We normally don't read all of these. Obviously, money coming from the left side from fund is going to the right side, and the balance is at the bottom. We normally don't read those. We just read the resolution.
So that's the case.
A resolution authorizing transfer of town general funds, whereas in order to meet the financial needs of the management of town general accounts, funds need to be transferred from the line items with positive balances to line items with negative balances. And whereas the outstanding positive balances of the general fund are more than adequate to cover the accounts needed transfers, be resolved that the town board has authorized the attached 11 transfers for a total amount of $14,810.32 to better align negative and positive line items. Be it resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
I need a motion.
Gene,
I'll second.
Al?
Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Dugan.
Yes.
Mr. Bruno, excused. Mr. Irwin.
Yes.
Mr. Randall.
Yes. Motion on the resolution authorizing transfer of town highway funds.
I'll make it.
Second.
A resolution authorizing transfer of town highway funds, whereas in order to meet the financial needs of the management of town highway accounts, funds need to be transferred from line items with positive balances to line items with negative balances. And whereas the outstanding positive balances in the highway fund are more than adequate to cover the accounts, if the transfers be resolved, the town board has authorized 7 transfers in the total amount of $33,846.86 to better align negative and positive line items. Be resolved, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Mike, I got just one question, is that 22,000, when you insisted about money transfer, what was that? And what was it on?
I don't even know which ones they were, I haven't seen.
5130-0200.
Yeah.
You know what 5130-0200 is, Judy?
That's gotta be an oddball.
Okay,
I
I
Is
just,
that engineering?
Go with the snap.
No. That's gotta be garage.
okay. Just, you know. That's fine. Thank you.
Oops, sorry.
You're looking for 5130,
0200.
which is machinery and equipment.
Wow.
Machinery.
Machinery and equipment.
Okay, that goes back, when we bought the Mac, Brandy was here, it was supposed to come out of the taxes from the county, but we can't do it that way, so that's part of that.
Further questions?
Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Duquette.
Yes.
Mr. Bruno is excused. Mr. Urban.
Yes.
Mr. Randall.
Yes. Move on to the next item, which is the sewer fund. Have a motion, please. Second.
A resolution authorizing transfer of town sewer funds, whereas in order to meet the financial needs for the management of town sewer accounts, funds need to be transferred from line item to positive balances to line item to negative balances, and whereas the outstanding positive balances in the sewer fund are more than adequate to cover the amounts of your transfers. Be resolved that the town board has authorized the attached 10 transfers, the total amount of $9,565.52. To better line negative and positive line items. Be resolved this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Call the vote.
Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Duquette.
Yes.
Mr. Bruno is excused. Mr. Urban.
Yes.
And Mr. Randall.
Yes. And once again, I'll ask for a motion to support the resolution authorizing transfer of town of Falvo sewer funds.
So moved. Second.
A resolution authorizing transfer of town Valcourt sewer funds, whereas in order to meet the financial needs for the management of the town Valcourt sewer accounts, funds need to be transferred from line items to positive balance, line items to negative balances, and whereas the outstanding positive balances in the Valcourt sewer fund are more than adequate to cover the amounts of these transfers, be resolved that the town board has authorized the attached 2 transfers in the total amount of $290.24 to better align negative and positive line items. Be resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Duquette.
Yes.
Mr. Urban.
Yes.
Mr. Randall.
Yes.
Mr. Bruno is excused.
Finally, for a motion to support a resolution authorizing transfer of town water funds. Okay, Jim?
Second.
Rick?
A resolution authorizing transfer of town water funds, whereas in order to meet the financial needs for the management of the town water accounts, funds need to be transferred from the line items of positive balances to line items of negative balances, and whereas the outstanding positive balances in the water fund are more than adequate to cover the accounts of these transfers, be it resolved that the town board has authorized the attached 6 transfers in the total amount of $6,169.30 to better align negative and positive line items. Be it resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Duquette.
Yes.
Mr. Urban.
Yes.
Mr. Randall.
Yes.
And Mr. Bruno is excused.
Takes care of the budget adjustment for 2024. Item 19 on the agenda, which is listed as other business. Is there any other business to come before the board this morning?
Project status report from CMS engineers for the telegraph project. Just everybody have it.
I think it's consistent with the last report that we have had. This reporting period was December 20th. Significant activities that are underway or completed involved in design, coordination with the utilities, coordination with the town. I think Mike, care to add anything to that? That's the current work that they've done.
You got a copy of this, Mike, to pass?
Yeah,
You got copies to pass out?
yeah, the only thing that needs to be nervous is the muscle study has set this project back. The letting out for the bid looks like August of 25. So you do that and get the structure built, that's my gut feeling, they've been in a long time, that project's not gonna happen next year. That's my gut feeling.
Should have been a lot earlier.
You know, it's the environmental part, there's nothing, we can't control it. But, you know, this is the first time we've had to do some rules with the muscle studies, first time it's come into play, so. Thank God there was only one, because if there would have been more than that, then they would have had to come up with a plan to transplant them for somewhere else, so. But it's obviously going to be a setback. Was hoping to put that thing to bed next year, but my gut feeling says it's not gonna happen.
So you have as on the second page of that report update, you do have the project schedule as it's currently envisioned by the engineering firm. And as Michael just said, the anticipated date for advertising and letting the project is now August 2025.
Yeah, if there's a good thing, it's at the end of, well, towards the end of the construction year, so it should be better pricing than, look, it was gonna be February when their plates are full. That's probably a good thing, but being delayed to 26, probably not. I hope I'm wrong, but my gut feeling is being that late, probably not gonna happen.
Has there been any consideration, Mike, given to the possibility of temporary span?
You still gotta go through all the environmental. It's all gotta go through the EEC, all that, everything. So that's what's taking the time, is all the environmental. To do the project, it's not gonna take very long. It's gonna be pretty quick, because everything, the only in water would be silt fence and everything coming out, and everything's gonna be built outside the water, so. But it's the environmental, even with a temporary, that we've gotta go through all this. And actually, you're gonna have to go off to the site, because they have to take those culverts out, so it would be even a nightmare.
Not really
You'd
benefiting.
be out in the wetlands even more, so.
Yeah, making a temporary road
Yeah.
or access point.
Further discussion on that topic? If not, I'll ask if there's any other items of business. Go ahead, go up.
I'm good.
In that case, then we'll move on to public comment session on the agenda items. Like anyone here that wishes to speak?
I'd like to get a picture, this isn't exactly agenda, but I usually take a picture of the board every year. And be good to get it soon, in January.
I think we've got a work session scheduled for January 7th, which hopefully will have all the board members here. And we also have the first meeting of the year, which is the organizational meeting on the 13th of January.
Yeah, the 13th would be good. Matt was coming from coaching last year.
Probably the same condition on the
Yeah.
They have to buy him a tie.
We'll bring one for them.
Water yours.
I'll find one for
No doubt. Can you maybe do it at the end that night? I'll be here by then.
Bring a sport jacket this year.
I'll borrow yours. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
There you go. Just talk AI.
Okay. Further to come up under other business, we'll move on to public comments and move on to item 21 on the agenda, which is getting the December 2024 bills.
You guys, Mike, or recording, you guys
I guess
have
we need a motion first.
Any want?
Do you have anything that the board,
The only thing is just money came in, we're done this year, so that was good. We're gonna, I'll work with Carlene and Mr. Randall, we were right to the last minute. Part of that is didn't get filed as it was done, and plus getting asphalt. And I'm assuming both asphalt companies are gonna do their own paving again here this year, so as the project's done, if we get the cancer checks, we're gonna make sure that stuff is filed individual instead of wait to the end, because It was right to the last day, so we got that. The only other thing I got, if you want, I'm assuming Pam's gonna be the budget officer next year. But that new truck I mentioned before is plow gear's getting put on. That bill is coming in January. So we gotta come up with some kind of plan how we're gonna pay for it. Like I said, we had talked about bonding it or whatever we call it. I don't wanna go any more than 3 years because we're gonna run into, once the next truck's ordered, I'm assuming we're gonna stay on the same path every couple of years. We're gonna have a couple payments, so if you want me and Pam to work out, if you guys wanna make a decision, that bill will be coming first part of the
It
year.
should be, how much, Mike?
I think it was 174, somewhere in there, 72. And then you have the plow gear bill too, which is gonna be just as much, or within a few bucks come July or whenever it gets put on, so.
The truck is one feature of it.
But we'll know the plow gear price and all of that.
Yeah, the plow gear price, I know what it is, that's not gonna change. I don't have it on me right now, but
Remember we looked at that, I've seen some information on that. Can we work with you, Mike, on that?
yeah, no, that's fine. I don't have the bill yet, but I'm assuming coming the end of the month, they'll send it out first, January.
Otherwise, it's probably, traditionally would be a ban, but there was some almost, looks like traditional vehicle financing offered by one of the banks that we saw earlier this fall. Take a look at that. We got it.
And I got 100,000 tucked away in there to get us started on.
Pardon? It is.
It is.
It all costs us money.
I know that.
I'm on the other side of the border. Yeah. Well, we're in department reports, Courtney. Bob.
Just one brief item. Again, on the committee that's together for updating the comprehensive plan. The emails have been traded back and forth, and we believe that there's going to be a survey that can go out to the public by the end of next week. So I'd like to speak to Mr. Ryan so he can put it on his website. And basically, it's just a mailing to go out to ask folk questions on conducting surveys on what they'd like to see the town look like and such. So she's done a lot of work. This Allison Gaddy from the Regional Planning Board was fantastic work. So.
Will there be a charge for this? Will there be a charge for this?
No.
Just go out to all residents.
It's going to go out to every resident available, yeah.
One of the really preliminary steps to
Yep.
beginning the groundwork for updating the comprehensive plan. Very useful.
And since she anticipates having it out in public for a while, and then she thinks maybe 6 weeks, the board could meet again, or the committee could meet again over the material that was submitted from the survey.
Thank you, Bob. Okay. Anything else? Move on to item 21, which asks for a motion. Consider votes. No?
The resolution authorizing the post audit payment of certain claims, bills, and invoices of the town, whereas the town board has reviewed and audited the following claims, bills, and invoices for services rendered and goods provided to the town in December 2024. For town approved vouchers for December 2024, number 2024-01761, approved including number 2024-01864, abstract dated December 27, 24, for the dollar amount totaling $91,587.57. Of that, $24,470.21 was wired credit cards and prepaid, and $67,117.36 is remaining to be paid for December 2024. Whereas the town board finds said claims, bills, and invoices to be acceptable in form and reasonable amount, now therefore be resolved that payment of the aforementioned claims, bills, and invoices is approved, and the supervisor be and hereby is authorized to make such payment. And be further resolved, this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Duquette?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Randall?
Yes.
Mr. Bruno is excused.
Anything further to come before the board this morning? Any questions from the audience? Not, entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Make it.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Next time we meet will be the